in a little town called Stigler, America. It's the first time I got to do comedy in Fort Smith. I'm glad y'all's doing it over here, so I'm kind of excited. I'd like to share with everybody before I get started that I'm going over 2 years clean up of methamphetamines. Yeah, man, my life's gotten a lot better since I quit shooting meth in my penis, I'll tell you what. Oh, man. Have y'all ever heard of doing it dolphin style? Yeah, dolphin style, that's where you're doing it doggy style and you stick in the wrong hole and she looks back and goes, you wanna know when you got a freak? When you're doing it doggy style and you stick in the wrong hole and she looks back and goes, that's kind of like it, anyways. Man, when I was like 6 years old, my cousin Daisha, God rest her soul, we were like a month apart, and we lived with our moms, and they partied a lot, and Daisha was really smart, and I was always a little hustler, and so I got the bright idea to go get all the cigarette butts and get all the tobacco and have her roll it up as some joints and sell it to this old drunk guy. Well, he was mad as hell. He come back the next night and he's like, your little boy sold me some weed. It was rolled up tobacco and I want my money back. My mom's like, no, you're beat. My Mary Lou's like, yeah, that's what you get, you dumbass, from buying weed from a 6-year-old. Man, I remember when I was 20 years old, I moved from Tulsa, Oklahoma to Stigler for the first time, and it was a real culture shock. And my boss was redneck as hell, and he's like, boy, you scared of heights? And I was like, no, I love heights. He's like, well, get on up there, but if you fall off, you fire before you hit the ground. I was like, ah, that's funny. He's like, no, I'm serious. I ain't got no insurance. Man, I like rap music a lot. Like, I had it on there, rap on me and everything like that. And I really liked a lot of the newer rappers in the last, like 10 years. And they had to go kill my young Dolph, man. And I heard at this 4th of July they had a firework after him called Young Dolph's 100 shots. It has 100 shots, that's a lot. 100 shots, that's a lot. But anyway, gotta be a Young Dolph fan, I guess, to get that one. Man, I remember about 5 years ago, I was dating this native girl with some booty, and that's rare. I don't know if you know about that, but that's rare. And man, she had my heart. She was a young little girl, and she was sitting on my lap, and we was all goo-gooing and stuff. And she goes, I gotta tell you something. And I was like, oh man, she gonna tell me she loves me. She goes, I just want to let you know that I'm really in love with your dick and I like you a lot. And I was like, what? You're in love with my dick and like me a lot? So man, I started getting jealous of my dick. Like when she went around, I'd beat him up for it. I'd beat him good too. Yeah, it's been like 5 years, man. Sometimes I still think about it and get jealous and I still beat him over it. I remember I went to this club, man, and I met this fine girl, and like she takes me back home, and like we're doing the business and everything, and all of a sudden I feel something licking my bobo, and my boy's back there, and I'm like, oh my goodness, girl, what's going on here? And I look back and her little dog's like going to town, and I'm like, I didn't know to stop or keep going, you know what I'm saying? Well, anyways, the next day she called me and she was like, hey, my dog come up missing. Have you seen it? I was like, no, I haven't seen your dog. That's weird. Have you ever lived in a haunted house before? Man, I've lived in a couple haunted houses. One time I lived in a haunted house with a gay ghost. That's right, a gay ghost. And I'm not homophobic or nothing, but I came home from the gym and I'm in the shower and I'm showered away and all of a sudden the shower curtain flies open. Something pops me in the ass with a towel and I hear, boo. I'm like, gay ghost, I told you I'll call Ghostbusters in this motherfucker tonight. Oh man, one time I've been trying to get this real bougie girl, fine girl, come kick it with me and stuff, and finally got her to come over, and like it's getting heated, and my hands in her pants, and her hands are in my pants, and all that. And she goes, I hate to slow this down, but she's like, do you have a condom? And I was like, what's that? And the look on her face, man, was so funny, but I still hit, whatever. I work in a meat department, and every time I hear them go, meat department, line 1, I want to go there so bad and go, Miller's Meat Department, you might beat our prices and you might beat our meat, but if you think you can, get down here and beat it. Thank you. King James Comedy, you can find me on Facebook under James Miller. On TikTok, look at King James, spelled James with JAYMZ, and you'll find me. I got over 3,300 followers on there. I'm pushing 6,700 followers on Facebook, so come follow me.
Y'all keep it going for King James! What's your say?